I hope everyone's having a Merry Christmas. And for those of you that don't know me, I've been playing music pretty much my whole life. I started at a very early age, roughly around about 13. But I've played with the likes of guys like, I don't know, B.B. King, Bo Diddley, some of the dudes from the grassroots, Joe Nichols, early, early on, Ken Block. I mean, we were all from the same area around here, from Sister Hazel. But I want to give you guys a Christmas gift, and that is let your pride go and go get your hearing tested. One thing I've had my entire life is I hated monitors, regardless of the size of the stage we were on. I mean, it could have been in Memphis, Nashville, wherever we were at. I hated monitors, whether they were wedge monitors or in ear monitors. And I never really knew why, but I hated monitors. One day, my wife says, "Hey, there's this thing on Facebook about a free hearing test. You need to go get your hearing tested." I said, "You know what?" As a joke, I said, "Let's go do it." Well, it turns out, once I had my hearing tested, I had a 12% permanent hearing loss. Now, that doesn't sound like much. When it comes from a musician, that's all the high end. That's all the crash cymbals. That's all the high pitches in the guitars, the pianos, the vocals. I had a 12% hearing loss and a 38% corrective hearing loss. Now, my corrective hearing loss is not something that they can fix, but with a hearing device, a hearing aid, I get that 38% back. So, one of the weirdest things was when I went and had my hearing tested, I put in this test set of hearing aids. I made a joke. I could literally hear the colors on the wall. And I could. I could hear things that I didn't think I was missing. In that 15, 20-minute time frame of testing those hearing aids, the one thing that jumped out at me was not hearing all of the stuff that I was missing before. What jumped out at me is why I hated monitors so much. Is because when we practiced, rehearsed, whatever we did, without monitors, I didn't hear those things. I felt the music. And that's typically, and by the way, I'm a bass player. So I feel the music. Even when I'm singing, I feel the music. I don't hear the music. And I guess that's the reason why I hated monitors for so long, is because I would hear things that I didn't normally hear. I was hearing things that I wasn't feeling. And that's why I hated monitors as much as I did. So, long story short, yeah, I went ahead and got hearing aids. And my pride did something that my wallet shouldn't have done. I said, if I got to have them, I'm going to have the cream of the crop. I want the Cadillacs. I want the Escalades. And yeah, it cost me 7 grand. But I got to be truthful with you. I am hearing things. It's been about 2 months now. But my brain's getting used to the things that I'm hearing. And I'm still playing music. Now, granted, I don't wear the hearing aids when I'm playing music because it's entirely too bright. But I hear, I guess the thing I would say is when you first start wearing them, everything sounds tinny, but it's not tinny. It's very bright, and you're hearing the things that you don't normally hear. When I take these things out, it literally feels like I stuck my fingers in my ears. I'm not deaf. I can still hear perfectly fine, but I don't hear the details. I don't hear the high end parts. So, as a Christmas gift to my musician friends, all I want to say is whether you think you need it or not, go get a hearing test. Seriously, go get a hearing test. It has made an astronomical difference in my life. I ain't no better musician for it, but I think it's made a difference when I'm trying to learn a song by ear. I hear a lot of things I didn't hear before. So do yourself a favor, whether you think you need it or not. Go get a hearing test. Most places it's free. I won't tell you who I went with. I'm not shilling for anybody. I'm not trying to sell you anything. Just go do it. Um, I'm 63 years old. I've been playing music since I was 12 years old. So obviously, through the 80s, it was as loud as we could possibly be. And every time I walked out of a venue, my ears rang for 2 days. We all know that feeling. But on top of that, I'm also an airboater and I've shot guns my entire life. I have damaged myself. But I just want to give you this as, call it a Christmas gift if you want to. Go get your hearing tested. Seriously. It might make a difference for you. It made a world of difference for me. Anyways, I hope you guys have a fantastic Christmas and happy birthday, Jesus Christ.